Yes, you, the one who just clicked on this video. It's obvious you clicking on this video because you want to know why you're stuck in diamond. You may not be stuck in diamond. You may be in a rank below diamond. You may be in a rank that's above diamond, but you want to know what I'm talking about. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering some key points in most players' game plan that they tend to overlook. These three aspects are kind of hard to learn on the first day. It's something that you have to like gradually do as time goes on because nobody gets better overnight. I can't anti-air consistently. Anti-airing can be one. This video is a general video. It's not character certain. It's not pointing towards one play style. This is a general video. So I'm gonna do Balrog versus Balrog. So anti-airing consistently can be a thing because at certain ranges, your best anti-air button doesn't work. You sometimes have to use jump back jab. You sometimes have to use a character's second anti-air option. Lack of adaptation, yes, that is a good one. Autopilot, yes, that is another good one. Sometimes people get stuck on having one mind to where they don't know when to switch it up. They don't realize that they're getting hit by the same thing over and over. Like they refuse to switch it up. I've seen people jump at me 3 to 4 times back to back and didn't learn the first time that you shouldn't do this. So that's all good. Okay. Bad habits, super gold. But what are the bad habits though? Is it not checking dashes? Is it not anti-airing like somebody else in the chat said? Like what are those bad habits? Is it always pressing buttons because they don't properly know the opponent's character that they're playing with? All that can be taken into consideration. Poor risk management. EXDPing with life lead, challenging a character in V-trigger, mashing when you can take the throw. Silos, that's what I'm talking about. Money hitters, money bangers right there. EXDPing with life leads, that is perfect. When you have a life lead that's so tremendous, even though you know the throw is coming, take the throw. Because if you know the throw is coming, but this person doesn't throw, now you just expose yourself to a crush counter. Now you just exposed yourself to a counter hit. You just exposed yourself to higher damage because you didn't want to take 140. You didn't want to take 130. You wanted to take 300. You wanted to take 366. This is the damage that you decided to take because you decided to do this. You decided to expose your hands to bigger damage. With that being said, the 3 things that I wanted to talk about: situational awareness, adaptation, and understanding your opponent's character. What I mean by that? Well, let's get into it. First off, I'm going to start off with situational awareness. This covers a lot. When I say this, I could be talking about anything. I could be talking about paying attention to life leads, paying attention to resources, paying attention to the fact that you have them in the corner. Why are you jumping at them? Like, why are you putting yourself at risk for getting side switched? Why are you putting yourself at risk for eating something that you don't have to eat? Like, situational awareness comes with a lot of different meanings, but having a general understanding helps better decision making, which won't put you at risk. So let's go ahead and talk about the first thing I want to get into, which is situational awareness. Let's say Balrog is down backing and you see he has full resources, right? Full resources. So in the process of him down backing, what are you going to do? Right? Most people feel like, okay, since he's down backing, let's go ahead and start, neutral jumping to try and bait the dash straight, which is actually not a bad idea at all, because this is an option, this is a situation, this is a guess that you actually want to do because you don't know when that EX straight is coming. But this is also putting you at risk because if I decide to neutral jump and he don't throw a straight and he decide to hit me with a screw upper, this is the mind game that you decide to play. But people tend to jump at Balrog, which is not good. If he's down backing, why are you jumping at him? Because it doesn't take much for him to just use this button right here. Why would you prefer not to like just crouch block? Why would you prefer not to just sit here and slowly inch up Just slowly inch up and just poke him. Like, throw him off his game plan. Just take the space and just slowly gravitate towards him, because you're taking advantage of the space that he's allowing you to take. If you're sitting at this range, dash straight is a fear. You know why it's a fear? Because you're in front of a crouching Balrog, who is charging. So why not just inch up, and now you're slowly putting it in your ball favor, because if he decides to throw a regular straight at this range, that straight is -4. So now he just threw a punishable straight. So if he throw that straight from this range, -4. -4. You know why? Because you was taking the space. You was taking the space and you were making him feel uncomfortable. Versus sitting at this range to where straight is safe. You can't punish straight from right here. So playing this mind game with Balrog right here is not what you truly want to do. But the more you inch up and take the space, Balrog can commit to that straight how he wants to. Now he has to use his buttons. So that is situational awareness. Let's take a look at V-trigger for an example, right? Say you have a life lead, boom, and Balrog do that. Say you have a life lead and now you're forcing the Balrog to have to come to you. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and block? You going to take the throw? You going to block? Okay. So my question to y'all is, why would y'all sit there and block? Why would y'all sit there and take the throw? Why not V-reversal and knock him down to where now he just lost his bar because he burned EX straight. So now he's down a bar. Now he has to try that again. Now keep in mind, you have the life lead. So necessarily, you don't even need V-trigger at this point because you have the life lead. Why are you holding on to meter to activate trigger instead of just V-reversing to knock him back down, so now he has to try again? This is all part of situational awareness, y'all. Understanding the current situation, what your opponent has to do in order to start their pressure. V-reversing puts it back in your ball game. Even if you take this, start V-shifting. V-shifting is a new mechanic that's added into the game, another defense mechanism that puts the ball in your favor. What if you in V-trigger? Well, I mean, if you decide to pop V-trigger before this situation comes up, then it's time to block, because now you can't V-reversal. You can't V-shift now. So now it's time to block and hope you guess right. Now you have to guess. Now you have to hope you don't mess up because you decided to pop V-trigger and didn't pay attention to the fact that you had the life lead before you did that. So now you made the situation something that it didn't even have to be if you would have just held on to V-reversals. Now keep in mind, this builds up white life. So the moment you get that hit, that next attack is going to do more damage. All this is what controlling the neutral comes down to. Making your opponent have to work hard when they don't have the life lead, making your opponent burn resources that they have to use because they have to come to you. Like, it's easy as 1, 2, 3 sometimes. You don't know how to respond to the situations, and that comes with experience. You have to be put in these situations a lot of times in order to understand what you have to do. All right, so that's situational awareness. Understanding the current situation that's at hand. Understanding, looking at the meter, looking at the life lead, and looking at the spacing. So boom, y'all. I know I got y'all attention locked in because y'all want to learn how to get out of diamond. But you see this video right here? This is the first video that I made that covered a lot of beginner tips that people tend to overlook when they first start playing the game. That's why the video is called That's Why You're Stuck in Low Ranks. So if you're really enjoying this footage, man, make sure you hit this subscribe button that you see right here. You see this nice face with this sub count? Go ahead and run it up, y'all. It don't take much just to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you can get alerted every time I upload. I only do 5 uploads a week. You won't miss a beat. The road to 3K is almost complete. Help a brother out. You know I got the balls.
Make sure you hit that like button. button 2.
And make sure you hit that like button. Key point number 2. Adaptation. Shout outs to Silos, because I actually had this wrote down before you said it. So the fact that you said that, bro, me and you on the same page, bro. Me and you understand the fact that this is what holds people back. Because, you know, people get dashed on, people get jumped at, people don't take note to the opponent is constantly staggering them, the opponent is constantly doing frame traps that don't even stop 3 frame. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth. I'm not gonna cover just basic keep getting jumped at, keep getting dashed at. Let's go a little bit more in depth into it, because I think people tend to overlook these small details, right? This also goes into knowing frame data, right? You actually have to know frame data to really understand, paying attention to what your opponent is doing as far as like staggers and stuff like that. You have to know what button they're staggering with, how plus it is on block. So frame data does come into this a little bit. So let's say I'm getting hit like this. Fake pressure, staggering, abusing plus frames, micro steps. Exactly. Well, first off, before I say how do I stop this, right? Blocking is also key, right? Blocking will give you information that you need in order for you to understand what your opponent is doing. So if you get hit, well, if you block this at first, that's not bad at all, because you're gathering information to understand what your opponent is doing. So if your opponent continues to do this, we now have a problem, because this is fake. This is so fake. I can't understand how fake this is. Yes, we're +3 on block, but he's micro stepping every single one. So what do you do in order to stop this? You 3 frame. You know why I 3 framed? Because I blocked it the first time, and he feels like, okay, since he's blocking, I'm going to continue to do it because he doesn't know how to stop it. No, I'm blocking this because I'm gathering information on you. So if I see you doing something like this, it's time to 3 frame, because you're leaving a gap. This is part of adapting. This is part of learning and realizing on the fly. All right. So let me give you another situation. This, everybody knows this. Everybody's seen this. Forward throw into dash low, forward throw into dash low, crouching medium, whiff. This is a very common go-to setup. Now, can somebody explain to me, why is the crouching medium working after dash low? Spacing, exactly, spacing. So, adapting. Adapting is realizing that this person is going to whiff that, and you doing a counter measurement to beat this option. This is part of realizing what's going on and having answers to shift the battle back in your favor. If you whiff a button, you have to pay attention to, oh, did he react to it? What was his response, right? If I whiff this button just right here, did he react to it? Did he block? Did he backdash? Did he press a button after the fact? Even if you press a button after the fact, you're catching information that he's on to what you're whiffing. It's all information that you have to gather. So when people ask me, how do I get out of rings? I need help. What do I do? You know what my response always to them is? Adapt. I can tell you what you're doing wrong, but you have to know the situation that you're in. You have to realize what's going on in the current battle that you're in. Did you whiff a lot of buttons? Did you find that you was blocking a lot? Did you find that you was getting jumped on a lot? Like, these are questions that you have to ask yourself before asking somebody else, I need help. Because it's like, you know yourself better than I do. I could point stuff out and tell you what you're doing wrong, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to realize that you have to correct these mistakes. Like, when my back is to the corner, what is my opponent doing to pressure me? Is he poking me? Is he disrespecting me with dash ups? Is he jumping at me? All part of adapting gathering information so you can know how to react, how to countermeasure. Key point number 3, understanding your opponent's character. Actually, I'm gonna switch characters for this. I want to touch on one key thing against Urian. A common setup for Urian: standing medium, that into chop. Bam, right? +5 on block. Why wouldn't Urians use it? Can anybody tell me where's the gap in this frame trap? Why is this frame trap so respected? After the light kick, but the heavy punch crushes before the chop because we panic. Okay, those are all good responses. The gap is in between crouching light and fears, but here's the trick. Sweep it. Sweep it. So it's good to block it the first time because you're gathering information, like I said. But this has such a big gap, I can't even explain. But look how often Urians use it though. Right, Drogba, I feel the same way you feel. Gaps like this is what I mean by understanding your opponent's character, understanding habits and what they look for, and understanding how to answer these situations to make them have to switch up what they do. You say try uncharged fears? If you try uncharged fears, their turn is over. Like, Urians never really do it uncharged right there. Because if you know that they're gonna do it, you can still answer it. But here's the thing though. You rather them do the uncharged fears than the charged up fears, because the charged up fears is hella disrespectful. They're charging it up fully because you're respecting it. You want them to do the uncharged version because now you're +2. You want them to switch it up. That's what I'm getting at. Make them stop doing fake stuff and start doing real stuff. You could stand up in his pressure because his low forward isn't cancelable unless he has mirror to activate off. So situations like this, where you stand up, but do it out of spacing though. Don't worry about doing it up close. But you can easily walk out of his pressure because low forward isn't a threat until he has mirror to activate on. So you're saying don't be scared of what they could do, force them to make you respect that option? Yeah, you have to install them. You have to install to them that you have to play me correct. If you don't put that through their head, why would they do it? Same thing with bar roll. If I see that this is working, why would I stop doing it? You know how mad fake this is? If I see that you're not contesting me on these spins, why would I stop doing it? Like, why would I stop doing fake pressure if I don't see a single jab come out? If I don't see a single contest, why would I stop if that's what's working? So those are 3 key facts to why people are stuck in diamond, because situational awareness is lacking, they can't adapt on the fly, and they haven't understood the matchup that is currently at hand. Right? It's easy to ask a high level, what's going on? Why is this happening? Right? And of course, we'll give you the answers. But how many of y'all actually take that advice and it sticks? How many of y'all actually heed what we're saying and able to apply all at the next match, right? So say if Demon asks me, I'm put in this situation against Raw, what to do? And then I tell Demon, okay, you do this, you do that, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You think Demon may be the type of player that's going to get it as soon as like that, like right on the mark? Or is he the type of player that's going to have to get put in that situation multiple times to finally have a grip on it? You say, how would you apply some of this though? Keep playing the game. Probably not. I need practical act. Yeah, facts. Like, that's what I'm saying. So hopefully this video was found helpful to most. Pretty touching topic because I get a lot of responses on, you know, what to do at this rank. Why is this working? Why is this not working? Like, why am I dying? Like, why am I losing? So Any concerns, any questions, any feedbacks, please make sure y'all put it down in the comment section below. If y'all have any other topic that y'all want me to touch on, just let me know, and see y'all in the next one.